Hi friends, my name is Nikki Deslack and I'm the founder of Create Conservatory, a school in Leesburg that teaches STEM education through arts integration. You can learn more by visiting our website at www.createconservatory.com. In our last episode of Picasso to Go, in coordination with the Leesburg Public Library, we want to talk to you guys today about word art. So word art is a super fun strategy that you can use in any subject area, anytime, no matter what grade level you're in. And it'll be a quick video today because we don't have much to do except explain the strategy to you. So we're going to start with a really simple, easy example that I bet everyone knows. We're going to start with the word cat. So your first step is to write the word cat, C-A-T. Your next step is to spend some time thinking about what are all of the things that would remind you of a cat. What do cats like? What do they do? What do they sound like? What do they eat? How do they behave? So we're going to really spend some time thinking about cats. Then we're going to actually turn the word into something dealing with or about cats. So for example, and this is the important part, guardians, because what we're doing is building those connections. So be sure after we've built our art, we either verbally express or put into writing why we chose all the things for all the different parts of the word. So for cat, for the letter C, I turned it into a toy, a hanging mouse toy on a string, because cats love to play. And in the letter A, I actually turned it into a cat's face. And then on the T, cats really like to climb and, be on things. They like to snuggle in and get up high. So I turned the T into sort of like a cat tower. So after I have thought of all the ways that I can incorporate cats and what they are and what they like into our letters that make up the word, then I'm going to explain why I chose those things, which is that important part, because that's where we build that connection. So the next example that I'm going to give you is kind of a middle school, high school example. And I love using this example because most of the time, the adults have never heard of this word either. So the word we're going to use in our last example today is soporific. Can you say that word? Soporific. Soporific. So soporific is something that makes us sleepy. Rain is soporific for some people. So soporific, here's my word art. Down here at the bottom, I've written my definition. Soporific is something that makes you sleepy. And then I've spent some time thinking about how can I connect to what makes me sleepy. And so then my word art, what I have done here is, that's me, if you can't tell. Don't worry, someday you can be an amazing artist like this too. What you've done here is that's me reading a book, because reading can make me sleepy. That's me yawning. That's the O. I've turned it into a face, yawning, because he's tired. The P, that's someone running down a big hill, because going for a run can make you tired. My second O in soporific, I have turned into a giant plate of spaghetti and meatballs. There's my fork, because that makes me tired. You eat all that big food and then you're like, I need a nap, right? The R, I actually didn't put anything here because my I kind of went into it. And that's a nice warm cup of tea, which sometimes makes me tired. And my F in soporific, I turned into an umbrella with some rain, because the sound of rain always makes me tired. I don't know if you have that same problem, but when it rains, I just want to go crawl under my covers and pretty much do nothing. The I in soporific, our second I down here, I have turned into a musical note, because sometimes listening to nice quiet music can make me feel sleepy. And then the C, I turned into some beach. It's a beach and some ocean waves, because the sound of ocean waves sometimes makes me sleepy. So there's the word soporific. Me reading, yawning, running, eating too much, drinking warm tea, listening to rain or soft music, and the sound of ocean waves. So we have built, in the background here, Guardians, what's really going on is that our students are really building deep connections and thinking about the meaning of that word and how they can relate it to our lives. So when you introduce a new vocabulary word, spend some time thinking about how you can turn that word into a piece of art dealing with the meaning behind that word and building that personal connection. Now, like you saw in soporific, every letter doesn't have to have a picture. 2 letters can be combined into one picture. 3 letters could be combined into one picture. The whole point here is just to build those connections for our students so that it makes sense to them. And as they spent all this time sort of marinating on what that word means and how they can relate it to themselves, they're actually thinking about what that word means in terms of long-term memory and retention and recall of that vocabulary word and its definition. So it's a fantastic strategy. I really love it. If we go back to our cat example, you can use it with the most basic of words. You can use it with your big killer SAT, ACT words. It's a really great strategy. It totally works. You can have a lot of fun with it. Get colorful, get creative, write your definitions at the bottom. Don't write your definitions at the bottom. The sky's kind of the limit. So if you give this a shot, we would love to see what vocabulary words you decide to create some word art out of. If you want to leave them down in the comments, we'll pop back and take a look because we'd love to see them. Thanks so much for watching our Picasso to Go series. Again, I'm Nikki. I'm with Create Conservatory. If you'd like to learn more, please stop by our website. And we'd like to send a big thank you to the Leesburg Public Library for partnering with us on this initiative to get you through summer. And we hope everyone has a glorious return to school in August. Have a great day.